Hello. She's pink and white and with a little bit of blue.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Really low will never really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. Before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only
Cute little
see
pink
my
mobile.
goals, I don't believe in failure. Cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old.
I feel like I had a long dream, but when I woke up, I didn't remember what kind of dream I had.
Hey.
Before I start the video, 5,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. For those of you who've been with my channel for a long time, you know what that means. It's time to finally launch the Discord. At 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, the Discord becomes public. I'll make a community post about it and edit the video description here so you can find it. It should be an eventful start. I expect it to be a fair bit chaotic, but once everything settles down, I'm sure it will be awesome to finally have a direct line to all of you guys. This is a great community we built here, and I'm excited to finally take this step. Drop off, that will really hurt my channel's growth. But speaking of commenting, this is actually going to be a completely different video than I originally intended. Today was going to be a review of a figure I think you are all very excited to see. But then I spent 15 straight hours answering comments on Wednesday. Normally it takes me 6 to 8 to answer all the comments. Then I spend the rest of the day writing the script for the next video and recording the audio. But Wednesday, I ate breakfast, I had no other meals, answered comments, did nothing else but that, and went to bed because there were so many. And roughly a mind-numbing third of all the comments I received were some variation of, did you know that bulkhead shoulder tires or back wheels are spare tires meant to go on the rear of his alt mode cab? Yes! I do know that! Thank you, kind truth speaker! I only said it myself in the fucking video! Why does he have two fake ones strapped up behind his head whose only purpose is to end up on the back of the alt mode where you can't really see them? I love you guys, you know I do, but when you receive the 150th comment of the exact same thing that you already said yourself, and you can see that the 151st is the very next comment, your sanity rapidly starts to unravel. By the end of it all, I was cackling in crazed agony every time I'd see another instance of that exact same comment, my mind fully wiped clean of any trace of lucidity. How did something on the order of 200 plus people not notice I said it myself and decide that I must be informed about it? That means that way more people also didn't notice and just decided not to bring it up. I love you guys. I love your comments. I love the interaction. But last time, you broke me. Anyways, all that is to say, I don't have the time today to do any filming for a figure review. I need something I have access to ready-made images for. And well, quite frankly, it happened as it always does. I make a video looking forward at new figures, and there's new reveals that come out the day the video goes live. Plus, after all the conversations I had yesterday, there's more I have to say about the stuff I already talked about. So I'm sorry, today's intended video has been delayed till next week, along with another video that's getting delayed till next week. Hopefully, you guys aren't burnt out on news yet. First up, lift tickets. So, Hasbro did an invite-only after show where they revealed more stuff in the wake of PulseCon. People were really hoping to see Blaster get revealed, maybe Iguanus, but the only thing they showed off was lift tickets. I think there might be only one person on the entire Earth who is happy about this because probably none of you, except for them, know who this is. Lift Ticket is the most non-character Hasbro has ever made. The Fossilizers, new characters with no media and no bio to their names, are more characters than this stupid thing is. Get this, Lift Ticket is a BotCon exclusive creation that's supposed to be a Diaclone mech that never existed. It is a reference to Diaclone of a Diaclone that is not real. There never was one. I like this mold, and even I've had my fill of it. Hoist in red and yellow. No thank you. I reject this thing's name and call it McHoist myself. Available at Wreckdonald's. You may notice that it says Wrecker on the side. Yep, there's no reason for that. This is not a Wrecker. Next up, let's talk about Legacy, or Leg RC. Yeah, that's really what I'm calling it. So there are two things I want to bring up, and they conflict with each other. This is just about the only figure this line that has a unified consensus. Most people hate this thing. A lot of people are very, very angry that they tried to G1ify RC. Here's the thing about that, though. They didn't. Look at it. What did they change to make this more G1? They gave it a nose, and it sure has a nose now, and then there's the nose, and yeah, that's really it. They gave it a nose and called it a day. Sure, this doesn't look like her because it's badly proportioned, but that's just because they botched the sculpt. It's not a more G1 sculpt, they just screwed up the proportions. If you edit them, you see this is actually very accurate to the design she had in the show. They just got the build wrong. Or did they? Because that's what I thought for a while, but then I kind of realized. I don't know if they got the proportions wrong. Because I was sitting there looking at this, trying to figure out what retools Hasbro wants out of it, and I realized her proportions are a dead ringer for the current design of IDW Flame War. This is a digibash diamond that a lot of you have already
So,
seen, but
here's
has
RC.
much closer proportions to Flame War than it does
She's
RC.
pink.
And I know I'm not the only one who
She's
sees
white.
this because I've noticed others
There's
doing
not
better
much to
digibashes
say
of
about
the
her.
same thing I did. Like, I bet you can put this gun onto her back and get those beard queen fires. This is so much more accurate to Flame War, this has to be the main point. They didn't want to make an RC, they wanted to make a Flame War, and they crowbarred RC into it as a pre-tool. Also, several people are saying that it looks like this is going to get turned into Armada Ransack, and yeah, I can see that. She has the exact same leg kibble as him. But ultimately, they either just accidentally messed up the sculpt, or this was never intended to be RC. But the problem here is not G1ification. Seriously, point to anything that's more G1 here. Is RC forever destined to be a shelf warmer? Also,
I don't do this for the riches, I'm infected. My condition is I'm always in my head. These words are my religion, I'm obsessed with by decision. I'ma do this till I'm dead. Yeah. Set me on fire, set me on fire. Whoa, whoa. I'm still alive, I'm still alive. Whoa. Man, you didn't think that I'd come back to life. Man, you didn't think that I'd come back to life. Oh, I can't stop applying ambition like a missile on a mission. I'm a force that you will dread. Set me on fire, set me on fire. Whoa, whoa. I'm still alive, I'm still alive. Whoa. But you didn't think that I'd come back to life. Oh, yeah. But you didn't think that I'd come back to life. Oh, yeah. But you didn't think that I'd come back to life. And you thought that I was dead, but I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
God, they look like wusses to me.
What?
Time to find out.
Where'd Hayes go?
Slogan.